You're also watching news today on Joy News. Now, President Akufo-Addo will this afternoon hold discussions with the visiting Moroccan King, Mohammed VI, who is on a 3-day state visit. The two leaders are expected to discuss trade and continent issues. Elton Bobe joins us from the Flagstaff House. Elton, if you can hear me, what else should we expect apart from the Moroccan King's visit?
Well, it is a state visit. What we've been told is that they will discuss issues of trade and continent. We currently at the Flagstaff House, there's a guard of honor. So once he gets here, he's going to inspect that guard of honor. The two leaders will sign an MOU. We are yet to the details of what they will be committing their two countries to. And then there's going to be a formal interaction session with the president and the Moroccan King, where they will speak about things that they will be discussing while he's in the country. Then at 2 p.m., the president will host him to a dinner, a lunch, if you like, here at the Flagstaff House. The ceremony will come to an end at 4 p.m. That will be all that we will be doing here at the seat of the presidency. Then after that, we are told that he will move to the Bank of Africa to have some kind of engagement with the staff there. We understand that there is some kind of a Moroccan connection to this particular bank, and that will be all. He's expected to leave the country by tomorrow morning.
How about the regional minister swearing in?
That is a scheduled program for 7 p.m. and that will be the final swearing-in ceremony for the substantive ministers of the Akufo-Addo presidency, pending the approval of Parliament of the 10 ministers. So far, there's no indication that that approval will not happen. The scheduled program is at 7 p.m. So at 7 p.m. we expect the regional ministers to be here with their families, and then they will be taken through the oath of office for them to start their work, and then after that, they'll be given their instruments of authority, and that is for 7 p.m. So it's going to be a long program here at the Flagstaff House. Thank
you very much. Elton Bobe is our presidential correspondent. Now, improper disposal of waste has been cited as one of the causes of flood in Ghana. Ghana in June 2015 suffered its worst disaster that led to the death of more than 150 people. These people died because the Addo drain overran its borders because more than half of the drain was filled with waste. The Accra Metropolitan Assembly asked the drain to be dredged, and Roland Walker has more.
This challenge of squatters along the drain.
I mean along the whole of the channel?
Along the whole of the channel. You see a lot of illegal structures.
From where to where?
Right from Abosokain, Agbogulosi, where you have the locals burning e-waste, trying to take copper and other materials from imported electronic gadgets, creating a lot of fumes, affecting work. You know, visibility is poor there. And then moving upstream towards, right from the Circle, Caprice, a lot of mechanic shops, a lot of makeshift residents where you have people living in. And their means of disposal of rubbish is to throw it directly into the drain, with the thought that the water will wash it downstream and take it into the sea. But then that is not the case. As we have siltation ongoing, we added to the waste that is building up as a result of the human activity along the drain. You have the waste on the top still building up, and then choking some of these critical passageways where the water is to come through and flow out easily. In that way, we reduce the water carrying capacity of the drains. And then we have this, as a result of rainfall, heavy rainfalls, you have water flooding the area.
But what can we attribute, having had the experience of dredging over the last 40 months,
yes,
are the causes for the floods that we tend to witness? Is it only because there's siltation in the Addo and Korle lagoons?
Exactly. You know, with every drain and water body, from time to time, by nature, you have silt building up. And there's an ideal depth which we need to dredge, because it was designed to accommodate a certain volume of water per the survey done. Annual rainfall patterns taken, visibility studies, they were all taken into consideration when designing these drains in order to ensure that the water that comes in, it's able to contain it. So when you don't maintain, ensure that these drains and channels are maintained and cleaned regularly, you have the reduction of the capacity of the drain to carry the volume of water that is coming in. As a result of that, added to the fact that you have the nuisance of the waste choking some of these passageways, you have that backlogging and overflowing of the drains.
Minister for Education Dr. Matthew Opoku-Prempeh says the free senior high school policy to be introduced by government will ensure students will be exiting school at an age when they are legally employable. The minister this morning has been touring some schools in the capital. Speaking to Joy News' Han Odame, he said government's aim is to make secondary education a right. We can now speak to our reporter Han Odame, who joins us live on the line. Hannah, what more can you tell us?
Well, Beatrice, he was actually at the education village here, and this particular compound houses about 5 regulatory bodies of the education ministry. And as you just indicated, I put a question of the free SHS to him, asking him that have they considered how the students, after they have churned out, how they'll be able to enter into the tertiary institutions. And he stated that their priority for now is to ensure that at least every child gets that senior high school education. After that, whenever they can continue to the tertiary level, then they do. Also, there was this issue about the regulatory body, as I told you earlier. These regulatory bodies have really come up over the years as doing their job forcefully. So the education minister charged them and told them that they should come up with policies and guidelines that will actually help his ministry to be able to take charge and then regulate the institutions that are under the education ministry to ensure that none of them are faulted in any way whatsoever, Beatrice.
And who is with the minister currently?
Well, he's with all the heads of the regulatory bodies of the education ministry.
Thank you very much.
They include the National Council for Tertiary Education, National Accreditation Board, Council for Tertiary and Vocational Education and Training Covet, and all the regulatory bodies that are under the education ministry. He's with all the heads, planning policies and new guidelines for the ministry.
Thank you very much, my colleague Hannah Odame there, following the Education Minister. Emmanuel Abuajiri is up next with the latest in business.